But it's not a baby, Russ.
No, it's not a baby, Val. Honey, we've been over this baby thing hundreds of times. I mean, before we have a family, we have to look at the pros and the cons.
We're never gonna know until we try.
Now, do you know how much these kids cost? I mean, you start talking about diapers and pacifiers and clothes. Val, clothes. I mean, kids, they wear tons of clothes. Kids go through a couple of 100 pounds of clothes a day. I mean, they're born and they just start growing. Can I be honest? I don't know that we're cut out to be parents. Yeah, I mean it. I mean, Val, we like cars and laser discs and those front row seats. We're things people. We're not kids people.
Russ, I am tired of begging strange children to let me hold them. I'm tired of congratulating pregnant people who I secretly despise. I want to go to Baby Gap and buy little overalls.
Hi. I'm Harry Haber. Pardon me for intruding, but at my table I could only hear bits and pieces of your conversation.
Excuse me, but it was a private conversation?
Absolutely. And private it shall remain. Now, how can I help? Well, as it happens, I'm in the rent-a-kid business.
Rent a, what did he say?
Kids. He says he rents kids.
It's a whole new open market. I believe it's going to shoot to the top like molten steel. Busy people like yourselves. Asking yourself, do we have kids, do we not? What are the pros? What are the cons, the ups, the downs, you know? Have we made a wrong choice? I mean, you can't take it back, you know? You can't return them. There's no exchange, you know? Right? Wrong. Because why? Harry Haber is here.
You rent live children?
Yeah. Now, I tell you what I'm willing to do as a special introductory offer. I have a family of 3. 2 boys, 1 girl, ages 5, 10, and 13. All in mint condition. Now, I'm willing to let you have all free at the usual single weekly rate.
No, I don't think so.
Why not? Why not give it a try? Get a feel for each age. At the end of the week, then you can bring them back. No harm, no foul. Well, I'll tell you what, you think about it. If you change your mind, give me a call. I also rent popcorn machines and weed whackers.
It's pretty wild tonight, huh, Val? That, rent-a-kid guy?
Yep, you'll see. Well, Reedy was an escaped prisoner.
Yeah. You know, in some ways, though, I mean, very few, the idea of actually renting kids, you know, would sort of let you kind of test it out a little bit, though, without actually committing to it forever.
Well, I guess you can find something good in any idea if you look hard enough.
Right. But this particular idea, you know, with us kind of on the fence about it a little bit, you know, to actually experience having a few kids around for a limited amount of time.
Russ, are you telling me you want to rent a kid?
No. Of course not. Yeah.
Oh, you think we could just rent some kids and return them when we're through?
Well, I just think that it might help us decide if having a family is something we really want to do.
But they wouldn't be our kids.
Exactly. But after a week, if we still want a family, then we must really want a family.
What if we got a bunch of kids we hated? Kids that would never be like ours if we raised them on our own?
Well, I guess we mix that into the equation and we try again. But if we keep renting and we keep having problems, well, I think we've learned a valuable lesson. Val, look, I like my life right now. I love it. I love everything about it. But I also love you very much. Now, I know how important this is to you. So I'm willing to give it a shot. Then we'll see.
Excellent profile, no police record. And the credit's fine, except for this one late payment on lingerie. I assume that purchase was for your wife.
Of course it was for my wife.
Of course. All right, then. When would you like to take delivery of the children?
Could you not put it that way?
Wouldn't think of it. What would be a good time for your rental period to begin? Let me see now. I have the next 10 days available.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That won't work for us at all. We have a big auction the day before Thanksgiving, so we could start sometime after that.
Oh, well, no, that won't work for me. Let's see. I have the next 10 days available.
Yes, you said that. You just said that.
Excuse me, but why are the next 10 days the only time we can make this happen?
Well, it's simply that this is a trial experiment, and the experiment ends 10 days from today.
Maybe we can do it.
No, honey, we have a lot of work to do.
Well, it'll be like real life. We've got to make time for our kids, right?
Excellent parental thinking, Mrs. Syracuse. No one leaves this world wishing they'd spent more time on the office. My own pop aside.
I think we should try it.
You do?
Yeah, I really do.
Okay, we'll try it.
Just initial the box down there, merchandise, accepted, and I'll walk it on through. Very good.
Well, the worst that can happen is what? I mean, we have a rough 10 days, huh? Right?
Right.
We learn a few lessons.
I wonder which ones are ours.
I hope it's not that kid operating on the stuffed animal.
We're gonna be adopted?
Well, not in the traditional sense. It's more like a lease option. You see, I met this wonderful young couple who want to experience the joys of family living, and I thought you swell kids would be perfect to provide the right atmosphere.
So we're gonna be atmosphere.
Brandon, don't put words in my mouth now. I want you kids to look at this as a step in the right direction.
We could stay together?
More importantly, you get to stay together. The Syracuses have a big home and lots of room.
Did Mr. Cliff Haber sign off on this?
Now, son, don't worry about who signs off and who signs on this. Just think about the great time you're going to have.
What's so great about it? What's in it for us?
For starters, they got a dog. Got a dog.
I thought we were gonna live in a house, not a building. This is it? There's not even a yard?
All right, kids. Now, you're going to have to make some adjustments here. As you may have noticed, there's no backyard. Let's get moving. Don't miss our delivery time.
We don't have to answer.
Our last moment together as single people. 10 days at least.
Hi, folks. Molly, Kyle, Brandon Ward, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Russ and Val Syracuse.
Hi, I'm Valerie.
I'm Russ. Nice to meet you. Come on in.
Here we go.
Kids, there's a lot of things that you see here in the apartment. The TV, the stereo, the things on the walls themselves. These are grown-up things. They're not for touching, okay?
That's very welcoming. Come on, put your stuff down and make yourselves at home. Molly, is something wrong?
She's trying not to sneeze.
Why is she trying not to sneeze?
Brendan told her people can only sneeze so many times before their heads explode. I'm at my limit. She is.
Molly, Brandon, I think, is just teasing. You can sneeze as much as you want. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
That was close. I don't see a dog.
Well, that's because we don't
I
own
took
it.
the liberty of telling little Molly that you own a dog.
But we don't own a dog.
Well, now, to be honest with you, Mr. and Mrs. Syracuse, a little give and take was necessary to ensure the children's compliance.
They didn't want to come?
Oh, yes, they wanted to come. But to be honest with you, a little give and take was necessary to ensure the children's compliance.
He's repeating himself again.
She came here expecting a dog. How could you lie to her like that?
If you like, I can rent you a dog.
You rent dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Molly, the dog is at the vet. We'll pick her up when
Him.
We'll pick him up later. Okay?
Oh, this is a brief list of things that can help children through difficult transition periods. Well, what a fine-looking family. I'll see you kids all in about 10 days, and then...
Do you need the phone?
Could I borrow your phone?
In the kitchen?
Oh.
Kids? You have any questions? Anything at all you'd like to know?
Where do you keep the sharp knives?
Hey, Dad, listen, terrific news. Yeah, listen, I just hung up the phone with the Lachmans, and they want to adopt Molly Ward.
Well, that is good news.
Yeah, they're going to sign the papers after the holidays, but tell Molly now and wish her a happy Thanksgiving for me.
Will do, son. Can I give her any idea when the papers will be signed? Hello? Ah. Well, I guess I just have about the best news that anybody would want to hear. Turns out that our little Molly's going to be adopted.
That's wonderful.
Well, congratulations, Molly.
Yes, sir. It looks like after this rental termination, you're going to be known as Molly Lachman.
What about my brothers?
Well, I guess they'll continue to be known as Brandon and Kyle.
We'll take care of it.
Sibling bond. Is there anything mightier?
I don't want to be adopted alone.
It'll be okay, Molly. It'll even be great. I bet you live in a real house with a real backyard.
And plus, we'll probably see you all the time. I don't care. I don't want to go. What the heck is this?
What does it look like, stupid? It's a drinking fountain. You know, I was thinking, if we got these people to like us, I mean really like us, maybe they keep us.
All of us? That means we could stay together?
Guys, let's behave.
Yes!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy there, Kyle. It's a first-year issue G.I. Joe that's worth about $4,000. No. Kyle's 10. Oh, he's a real big doctor fan. Used to be a brain surgeon, in fact.
Really? That's funny, because that's how old I was when I decided to become a surgeon.
Well, anyway, little guy's made quite a name for himself. He practices brain surgery on just about anything he can find. Kyle, you ripped Joe's head off. Pick it up. Pick his head up. Bring it here. Bring it here. Maybe we can jam it back on.
Russ, you need a doctor?
Oh, no. Listen, Craig, is there any chance we can come by just for a couple of minutes? Please?
I can play with it?
Sure you can. It's yours.
I don't have to share? Let's go in the car, Stacy.
Okay, Barbie. Where should we go?